So I'm attempting to make a fermented sunflower seed cheese because sunflower seeds are so much cheaper than almonds and cashews. So I've put 2 cups of sunflower seeds. I washed them first, I rinsed them really well, and I'm leaving them to soak in a big bowl of water overnight. And then tomorrow I will drain the water off, rinse them, and just let them sprout for maybe a day. We will see. Anyway, tonight I'm just leaving the seeds to soak. So the sunflower seeds have been soaking overnight for about 10 hours, and you can see it looks pretty gross. It's like a dirty pond or something, and on the top here there are some of their skins, and the water is greasy, it's blah, not very nice. So I'm going to just pour off these skins and the scum and the nastiness, and then rinse them really well. And I'm not going to make the cheese straight away. I want to sprout them for maybe 12 hours. I'll see how fast they sprout, because I don't want to make the cheese immediately. I'd like to sprout them. I want to make a sprouted sunflower seed cheese. So I'm going to go and get rid of this yucky water. Right, I'm going to see if I can show you how I'm doing this. I'm pouring some of these, that's what we want to get rid of. But a lot of seeds are going in there, but those are mostly skins. So now I'm just going to let them settle a bit. I won't get rid of all of them, I'm just getting rid of the excess. So those aren't seeds, those are skins. Okay, so the sunflower seeds have been washed and rinsed and drained. Look, they're already opening up. And these are the gunky skins that I poured off. There are a couple of seeds in there, but for the most part, they're just greasy skins. It doesn't matter, I haven't got rid of all of them, that's for sure, but that's just what came to the surface, so I pulled that off. I'm going to let them sprout for a few hours because I want to make this sprouted sunflower seeds cheese. The sunflower seeds have been sprouting all day. This is what they look like. So I've just rinsed them and drained them very well, put them into the Vitamix with half a cup of filtered water, and now I'm going to blend it. So I'm going to start off at a low speed. Let's just scrape down some bits from the side. I might need a drop more of water, we'll see. You just have to play it by ear really when you're making cheeses. Okay, I'm going to blend it a little bit more. Actually, a lot more. I actually ended up adding an extra quarter cup of water to get it to this smooth consistency. Let's have a look. See, it's very smooth. See if you can. Very smooth. Now I'm going to add half a teaspoon of probiotic powder to this and blend it for a little bit more. Okay, let's add the probiotic. I may even need to add another drop of water. We'll see. I'm just going to blend it a little bit to mix the probiotic in now. So I have blended in the ½ teaspoon of probiotic powder, and I actually used more water than I started out with. Initially it was ½ cup of water, but I ended up using that ½ cup plus an extra ¼ cup, and then I added, I think, 1 if not 2 extra tablespoons. So you just have to see. You want it, this is the consistency. It will firm up when it ferments and when it goes in the fridge, but just to get it really, really smooth, I just needed a little bit more water. So I've put it into this bowl where I'm going to, this glass bowl, a clean glass bowl, where I'm going to let it ferment and culture. I'm not overly keen on the taste so far. Of course, it's not a cheese yet, but it's very sunflower seedy, which of course it would be because it's made of sunflower seeds, but it's got quite a strong sunflower taste. I don't know if the oil in the sunflower seeds is going to be a problem with the probiotic. I don't know, but this is an experiment, so I can only wait and see. One thing's for sure, I'm definitely going to be adding some turmeric or some colour to this, because it's a pretty drab colour for a cheese. I'm so used to seeing my lovely clean white almond cheese. This looks pretty blah. I've covered the bowl with 2 pieces of cheesecloth to keep dust and insects and such out of the cheese, and I'm just going to set the bowl in a quiet place in the kitchen away from the sunlight. I think I'll probably leave it to ferment, well, at this point at least 12 hours, because it's already early evening and I'm not going to get up at the crack of dawn to taste it, although I have been known to do that. But no, I've got a feeling that this cheese is going to take longer than 12, maybe longer than 18 hours. I'm so used to the almond cheese, which, you know, within 18 hours you've got your cheese. It's easy, it's quick. This one I've got a feeling is going to take longer, but I might be wrong. This is an experiment, so we will see. I'll come back tomorrow and have a little taste. The sprouted sunflower seed cheese has been sprouting for about 19 hours, almost 20 hours. It's lemony and it's lovely. It's nothing like how it started off. There's much less of the sunflower seed taste actually. And you can see it's quite fluffy. Let's see if I can show you. It's just airy where it has fermented. So I'm going to make one large one, which is the 11 centimetre, 4.5 inch diameter tin, and I'm going to make 2 smaller ones. I'm going to add some colour and different herbs and spices, just make 3 different cheeses. So first off, I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Okay, there's the tablespoon of lemon juice. Let's mix everything in. Because I want to give this a little bit of colour, I'm going to add some turmeric. So this is just 1/4 teaspoon. I'm going to see how well that colours it, and if it's not enough I'll add more. So that's just 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. Right, I'm going to add another 1/4 teaspoon. I think it might be too much because turmeric is quite powerful, but I want it to be bright yellow. So I'm going with a total of 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric. And now I'm mixing this in well, and then I'm going to add some black pepper. Okay, I've lined the tin with a piece of cheesecloth, a piece of clean cheesecloth, and put some peppercorns in the bottom, which will be the top. Now it's just a case of filling up, putting all the cheese in here. Just pressing it down carefully. It's a nice yellow colour, thanks to the turmeric. This is going to be a big cheese actually, so I hope it's a nice one. Okay, so it's filled up. I just tasted it. It's lovely. Okay, now let's just fold over the corners. Okay, it's ready to go into the fridge. So this is the other half of the sprouted sunflower seed cheese. I have just added 1/4 teaspoon of salt to this, and now I'm going to divide this into 2 because I want to make 2 cheeses out of this. I've divided it into 2, so I have 1 small mould here, so less cheese in this bowl, and this is a slightly larger mould, so a little bit more cheese here. I think this is going to be a garlicky, herby cheese, and this smoked paprika, I think. I'll see. I'm going to do this one first. Okay, so first I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of mixed dried herbs. There is a little bit of marjoram, tarragon, chervil, and thyme in this mixture here. So it's quite a lot because I would use this amount for more cheese, but anyway, I want to see what it's like, so it's an experiment. Yeah, that seems to be okay. So I'm going to mix all of this in well. And this is 1 clove of minced garlic. Okay, so this ring doesn't have a bottom, so I've had to put it onto a plate. I've lined the ring with a piece of clean cheesecloth that I boiled earlier, and now I'm going to sprinkle in some chopped fresh dill and put it in the bottom here, which will actually be the top of my cheese. Okay, I've put some dill in the bottom, and now to spoon in the mixture. Well, I eyeballed that one pretty well. Look, it fits perfectly. So you press it down a little bit, just to make sure that there aren't any spaces in it. And because I've still got some dill left over, I'm going to sprinkle some on the bottom, which could even be the top at this point. Anyway, just to let the flavour go through, whether it's on the bottom or the top, doesn't matter. It smells so good. Okay, and now I'm going to close my packet. Okay, so it's all packeted up and ready to go into the fridge. Okay, now for the little cheese. Because it's just a really small amount, I'm just going to go with 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Mix it in and taste it. If it's not enough, I'll add some more. Okay, I've decided to add an extra 1/4 teaspoon, this time of just regular paprika, because I can't really taste a great deal. Let's mix this in. Okay, it tastes pretty nice, so I added 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika and 1/4 teaspoon of regular paprika, and I'm just going to spoon the mixture into this mould, which has been lined with a piece of clean cheesecloth that I boiled earlier. Okay, I've filled up the mould with the cheese. It's not a good word to say, is it? Mould with cheese, but anyway, the form, let's go with that. I filled up the little tin with the cheese, and now I'm just going to fold over everything. The corners make it into a little packet. Okay, it's ready to go into the fridge. So here are the 3 cheeses that I made with the sprouted sunflower seed mixture. So I'm just going to pop them into the fridge and leave them for a couple of days. Yesterday I noticed that the lemon and turmeric sunflower seed cheese was very wet. So I thought, right, I'm going to dehydrate it. But it was actually too wet to literally pick up. So I put the whole block in the freezer, and now I'm just going to put it as it is into the dehydrator, and as soon as I'm able I will peel off the cheesecloth and then let it form a rind. Let the cheese dry out and form a bit of a crust. So this is the fermented sprouted sunflower seed cheese. This one's with smoked paprika, and this one with garlic and herbs with a lot of dill on top. I've had a little taste. It's quite a strong cheese, much stronger than the almond chèvre. I'm just going to see what it tastes like on crackers. I've decided to put them all into the dehydrator. They're all perfectly delicious as they are, especially this one. The almond chèvre, actually, I may actually remove that and just put it back in the fridge as it is, because it's just so delicious like this. But for the others, yeah, I'm going to see if I can get a bit of a crust on them. I just wanted to show you the cheeses that I put in the dehydrator a few hours ago. So this is the almond lemon zest. This is the almond chèvre. This is the the sprouted sunflower seed paprika one. This is sprouted sunflower seed garlic and herbs. This is sprouted sunflower seed lemon and turmeric. So the cheeses are ready. I dehydrated them for about 20 hours, except for the almond chèvre, which was only in the dehydrator a few hours, not very long, just enough to get a little bit of a rind. I've been having a lovely tasting session. Let's go through all the cheeses. So the first one, almond chèvre. It's a lovely cheese. It's still probably my favourite. It's creamy, delicate. I love it. Lovely. This is the almond lemon zest. Again, the texture is creamy and smooth. This one's obviously stronger, especially because of the lemon zest. The lemon zest actually gives it a nice crust as well. Then we have the sprouted sunflower. This one was with garlic and herbs. This one will knock your socks off. I think I added quite a lot of garlic. It's nice though. It's definitely a talking piece, definitely. Then we have the smoked paprika. I think maybe next time I might add a little bit of chili or something to give it an extra bite. I'm not sure. Then this one is another sunflower seed cheese, and this one was with one's with lemon and turmeric with black peppercorns. It's actually much nicer than I expected. Maybe I'll add less turmeric next time, because the turmeric is quite strong. I was hoping to get a bright colour, that's why I added so much, and I definitely got that. So I could probably add a little bit less, but yeah, a nice cheese anyway. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video on how to make cultured sprouted sunflower seed cheese. These cheeses were all experiments. I'd never made sunflower seed cheese before, and I'm actually quite pleased with them. I'd make them again. The only thing that I would change is to add less turmeric and less lemon juice in the turmeric this one, in the turmeric and lemon juice one, because it was quite strong and it was a little bit too wet. But apart from that, delicious. So let me know if you make some cheeses. I'd love to hear from you. Until the next time, bye bye.